Well, Des Moines was in the spotlight last week hosting some big basketball games, but the city's generating a lot of buzz in general these days. It's because of their food and drink scene. We thought we'd catch up with our neighbors to the east to learn more about the initiative, encouraging everyone to catch Des Moines flavor. Greg Edwards is the president and CEO of the Greater Des Moines Convention and Visitors Bureau. Good morning, Greg. How are you this morning?
Good morning, everyone. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Fantastic. Always good talking to our friends from Des Moines. So what inspired this initiative and what's the concept behind it?
Well, you know, Des Moines, the last few years has really become a great foodie town. We have a lot of locally owned restaurants, literally hundreds of locally owned restaurants. So many of them are located downtown. They use locally produced foods and Iowa produce and all that good kinds of stuff, and very creative chefs in our area. And we actually found, we did a bunch of survey work in the past 6 months, and the number 2 reason people visit Des Moines is because of our foodie culture here.
Yeah, what makes the culinary scene there so exciting and what makes it so unique?
Well, I think a lot of our restaurants are very unique. You know, you look at places like years ago, I think, 10 or 12 years ago, one of the first restaurants to open downtown in this new revolution was Centro, which is an Italian restaurant. Has a very great chef by the name of George Fermaro. George and his company then opened a couple more restaurants. They opened Django, which is more of a French motif type place. Yeah. They opened Malo, which is a Mexican place. They opened Zombie Burger, which is a fun place that not only you get probably 30 different types of burgers there, but you can get milkshakes with alcohol in them and different concoctions like that. Yeah. And that really kind of started spinning off. And, you know, since that time, we've got other new chefs that have moved into the area. We're actually trained here at our DMAC College, Des Moines Area Community College. It has a wonderful culinary program. Of course, Iowa State University, which is 30 miles up the road from us, also has a great culinary program. So a lot of this spin-off, a lot of these chefs actually maybe schooled here, but went off to Chicago, New York, other places, and then came back home to open up their own endeavors.
Fantastic. And I'm a foodie. We've got a lot of foodies here in Omaha, and so they, you know, experience a lot of the eateries around town here. So Des Moines, it's close. It's a great escape. So what are some of the other things that foodies can experience outside of eating at restaurants in Des Moines?
Well, you know, Des Moines got a lot of vibe going on here right now. Our cultural scene is top notch. We've got a great Des Moines Performing Arts group that operates our Des Moines Civic Center that brings in a lot of first-time Broadway shows. Of course, we have Adventureland Amusement Park here, which I know a lot of Omaha folks like to travel over here with their kids and family and hit Adventureland. We've got Prairie Meadows Racetrack and Casino. We've got the new Papa John Sculpture Park downtown, which is a $46 million art park just full of outdoor sculpture, which is great to walk through. A beautiful riverfront downtown that has recently all been renovated to the thanks of Principal Financial Group, one of our headquarter employers here in town. Living History Farms, I mean, sure. The list go on and on. Great stuff for families, great stuff for singles. We've got great nightlife here. Our Court Avenue district downtown is kind of our entertainment district, similar to your market district in Omaha. But it's a great place for the 20 to 30-year-old young professionals to hang out. A lot of activity there on the weekends as well. Yeah. So plenty to do in Des Moines.
Greg, we're getting that season, festival season. Any food or drink festivals coming up in your area?
We do. We've got several. We've got Wine Fest, which runs June 4 to 11. It's a top-notch wine festival. They bring in vintners from really all over the world, samplings. There's events every night, pairing wines, entertainment, lots of great stuff. We got Des Moines Beer Week, June 17th through the 26th. That's another thing that's exploded in this city, as I'm sure it has in Omaha too, is the craft beer. We've got many breweries that are now located in Des Moines that also operate restaurants along with them, a lot of brew pubs, things like that. Yeah. And then later in July, we've got the Italian American Festival, which runs July 29 through 30. All those festivals run downtown Des Moines, but on any given weekend you come to Des Moines, you can catch a festival somewhere throughout our metro.
Yeah, Greg, is there a website you want to direct our viewers to?
Yeah, I'd love to. Thank you. You can go to catchdesmoines.com. If you want to see the foodie scene, you go catchdesmoines.com
Catch Des Moines
/flavor.
Yeah, catchdesmoinesflavor.com. We've got it at the bottom of the screen. Greg, thanks for your time this morning via Skype. We appreciate your time, and we'll send a lot of our viewers to Des Moines to experience everything you guys have to offer. We appreciate it.
Great. Hey, thanks for having me on. I appreciate you guys.
You betcha.